It's nice to play to such a young-looking audience. I myself, I'm in my late 20s. Well, my very late 20s. I'm 39. And I'm quite new to stand-up. And sometimes I think, did I start this at too old of an age? But my inspiration is Donald Trump, who became president at 70. He started comedy much older. But to be fair to him, he's the exact perfect age to be a racist. And it surprises me that he turned out to be such a racist. Imagine the prejudice he had to go through with luminous orange skin. And I meant the Donald Trump comedy thing, literally, he's actually on the bill for later on. So I just want you guys to know that I'm not one of these sycophantic comedians who just tries to suck up to an audience for no reason. Besides, I can tell that you're far too intelligent to fall for that. And I really mean that. I would never lie to such beautiful, beautiful people. Anyway, speaking of gay uncles, I've got one. And when my gay uncle came out, it was like a massive shock to the family. But there were clues. He had really good fashion sense. His boyfriend was gay. Loved going to the theatre. So I'm not somebody who generally gets easily offended, but I recently got this email that personally upset me. It was an article called, "Do you suffer from premature ejaculation?" And I had to ask my wife, why did you send this to me? So I bought her a book, and it was called, "Do You Suffer From Unrealistic Expectations?" It was meant to be for Christmas, but she got it yesterday, so yeah. Also came too early. So me and my wife have been married for 6.5 years, and I would say we're like the best of friends and the worst of enemies. And yeah, she would say that I was half right. She does get angry at me. The other night she said, "Have you even been listening to a single word I've been saying?" Which is a weird way to start a conversation. When I first told my wife that I wanted to try stand-up, she said, "Oh, is this like a midlife crisis?" And I said, "I don't know, can't predict when I'm going to die." And then I did my very first gig later on that evening. Turns out I died immediately. So more of an end-life crisis. And after the gig, my wife asked me what went wrong, and I said, "Well, I kept blurting out the punchlines too early." And she said, "Yeah." See previous email. Now, I know you're all probably thinking, when's this guy going to do some jokes about being Asian, right? We've only got one ethnic tact on for the whole evening. We need to uphold our comedy quota. Well, look, don't worry, guys. I promise no jokes about my cultural background or my religion. Cross my heart, hope to die. But then when I die, I get reincarnated because I'm Hindu. Yay! Whereas when you lot die, you're dead forever. You pathetic mortal losers. No offense. So, just to be clear, I am Asian, but I'm Hindu, so you know. I'm one of the good ones. Because I used to work for the Samaritans, is what I mean, before I got asked to leave. I don't think it's fair to compare religions because, like, trying to compare the Hindu gods, an eclectic group, all with their cool, unique styles, versus your one Christian god, an old dude with a white beard, would be like comparing the Wu-Tang Clan with Kenny Rogers. So, to be honest with you, I'm skeptical about God, religion, reincarnation, so I'm more kind of Hindubious. I actually believe that after death there's nothing but a black, empty, eternal void. Now I can sense I've kind of killed the comedy vibe there, which is interesting because those exact same comments are the reason I was asked to leave the Samaritans. But I reckon I must have saved dozens of people because, you know, they never called back. So. I actually first tried stand-up about 10 years ago, but I gave up after a couple of gigs because my comedic sensibilities and insights were a bit misaligned from like the audience. Okay, I wasn't funny. And I know it's going to sound really arrogant, to compare myself to one of the most worshipped and revered figures of all time, but ever since I returned to stand-up, I just feel like a connection with his story. Like everyone thinking he's dead, then he gets miraculously resurrected. I guess what I'm trying to say is I feel like the Craig David of stand-up comedy. And I'll leave you on this. So just like Craig David, I met my wife on a Monday, and I took her for a drink on Tuesday, and this next bit's a bit personal. I'm not sure why I'm telling you this, but we were making love by Wednesday. Well, it was a Wednesday 5 months later. And on Thursday, Friday, and on Saturday, she sends me an email about premature ejaculation. Those are my jokes to you, B. Merry Christmas, connect.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all.